Hey, it's Handyman Reid. We're working on a dryer today. Got a dryer that's getting kind of old, needs some work, it's making some noise, so I ordered a general rehab kit from a website called repairclinic.com. I highly recommend that website. It has lots of fantastic videos, great pictures of the parts that you need so you can exact match what you're looking for, and everything you can imagine from stoves to dishwashers, washer dryers, any appliance, refrigerator handles, the plastic door inserts that break, you know, your little shelving things and stuff. So it's a great website for that stuff. So anyway, let's get to work on this dryer. So here's the dryer we're going to be working on today. It's just making noise. It still works, but it's starting to make kind of a grinding noise. It makes it sound like there's some kind of a bearing that's out or something. So I've got my repair kit here that I ordered from repairclinic.com. And of course you always have to have a good cup of coffee on hand. So we're going to open this thing up. Now I have never worked on a dryer before, but by going to repairclinic.com, it's shown me how to open the top of a dryer here. There's some clips under here. Look at that. Just like that, you're in. There's the drum. You can see how simple of a machine this is. There's just a big rubber band here that turns this thing. And a motor on the bottom that turns a blower, as well as this drum. There's just not much to it. And then it's hard to see, but down in there there's a coil. It's an electric dryer, so there's an electric coil in there that creates the heat. So I've put a strap on here to hold this back. There was already a hole there, so all I did was run a screw through this strap and just to kind of hold that back. Now we'll work on dismantling the rest of it so we can replace these parts. Okay, we've got the front off. I've been digging out lint from all over the place. You just never know what you might find. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Yes, that really was in there. Can you get any more of that in there? Just more buttons. Garbage I removed from here. But money, hey, money's a good thing. Pay for my parts, maybe. Probably not that much cash though. More buttons, more garbage. There's an old farmer's business card when I was a farmer's agent. Alright, so we've got the front panel off. You can see the blower down here that spins the drum. There's not much else in there. It's such a simple machine. There's the front panel. Next we're going to take off the back panel, which is just 2 screws. Like that. Take that off, and you can see this is called the idler pulley in here. Now, again, I've never done this before, and the only reason I know this stuff is because I watched the video on repairclinic.com. Okay, so we loosened that idler pulley to release the belt, and that should allow us to, now you can see here that the belts were loose. We're going to take this piece off here and okay, I'm going to put that screw right back in there. So maybe not. It's got to go back in here. We'll put it back in here so we don't lose it. Okay, I used that belt to kind of lift the the drum out here. When you're lifting that drum out, you got to make sure that you're releasing from this thing right here. It's this ball joint on the back. So you've got to give it a good lift to get it to release from there, and then you can slide it right out of the front of the dryer. And that's all there is to the inside of a dryer. These are the heating coils here. There isn't a lot to it. You can sure see it's dirty though, huh? So we'll get that all cleaned out. We're going to change this joint here. We're going to change the ball joint. And a couple other parts on there with a new belt. We're going to do a new idler pulley down here. And we're going to see if that fixes the noise that it's making. Alright, I've replaced that ball valve on the bottom. I've put in the new idler pulley, this guy here. Yep. I've cleaned out this thing. I've taken out so much. Right now I'm working on, I took this filter off here, and this goes in here like this, and this is what I pulled out from in here. It's hard to believe that the dryer can even breathe. You know, if there's no air movement, there's no drying. And so if your dryer is not working properly, you need to just take this piece off, clean this whole area out, and then have your vents cleaned. And we'd be happy to do that for you at Carpet RX. Now the other thing I'm doing on here is replacing the felt seals that were around the outside of this rim right here. They were on here. I've torn them off, and I'm prepping this area here with some sandpaper, trying to clean off all of the felt and stuff. You can see there's a little bit right in here still. So I'm sanding that all off so we can put some adhesive on there and then put new felts on it. Okay, our new felt seal is glued on here. See, it's quite a bit thicker than it used to be, so shouldn't have any metal on metal rubbing. This is the upper seal, and it's a much thicker felt, much harder felt, because that's the weight of the drum hangs on that, and so they put a harder felt there. But there you go. You know, this repair kit doesn't come with any directions, like how long does it take to set the glue, stuff like that. So I just went ahead and wrapped a strap around my felt seals there to really hold them tight while their glue was setting. I called, let's see, what would he be, my nephew-in-law? Yeah, something like that. And he does this for a living. He said it doesn't take too long to set that glue up. It's double stick adhesive though, so you can put a layer on the rim and then a layer on the back of the felt and let that kind of dry for about a minute, and so it's just a little bit tacky, and then you can put it back on and then put it on. He did say that the lower felt, that white felt around the bottom, doesn't really bear any weight, and so he doesn't give it much time. Now the package came with a little bottle of lubricant, and I wasn't sure what to do with that for sure, and he informed me that that goes in that little cup holder there where that back of this machine, this rubs. So we put some lubricant in there. So I'm going to squirt some in the bottom, and then I'm just going to move it in there with my fingers. There's a bunch of ribs in there, and so I'm really filling in those ribs. And then I'll probably do a little layer on the outside here as well. The outside, inside. That's probably all I need, right about like that. One more squirt for good measure. Figure if it's kind of floating in that, probably better off. Okay, so I have the drum back in. Let's put back on the blocker there. I've got the belt back on. I have reattached the new idler pulley. Hooked up. I cleaned out the, I took that out, that stovepipe there. Pulled that out and just cleaned it out. Just make sure we got good airflow. Alright, we have dropped the front door into the little tabs on the bottom. And the little snap clips in there. We've put the screw back in. We have reconnected the door switch. Put the screw back in over there as well. And you have to lift the drum to get it to go, to get your new felt seals to slide in under there. Just as a tip, you got to get that drum lifted up with your fingers. So we're ready to drop the lid here and call this project complete. That snaps, and we should be done. So we'll go test it and see how it goes. Okay, the final test here. We've got it hooked up. Sounds like $1 million. Just like that. No problem at all. And this is Handyman Reid closing out this chapter of dryer repair. Remember to clean your vents because house fires start in dryer vents.